Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Wolders and I am back to give you some updates about our classroom and our continuity of learning. So you have finished your first week of, our remote learning, and I'm so excited that you've been able to finish off this week, and I get to give you some updates about what has happened this week and also what we'll be doing in the next week. So first of all, I want to introduce you to our wonderful co-host. Yes, of course, I'm Mrs. Wolders, but I have Snowball. Snowball is my rabbit, and he is an important part of my household. So here he is, and he is going to be able to share with you a joke. Yes, a joke. So Snowball, why don't you take it away and share a little bit about your joke.
Here we go. How do you hang up an idea when you are in a picture frame store? Inside a frame of mind. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, I hope that you enjoyed this joke, because I certainly did. We're going to move on now and talk a little bit about this last week. So this last week, you have done a couple of things. You went to woldersworld.wordpress.com and you were able to look at our weekly plan, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so you got to listen to the COVID-19 Ed podcast, which included a listening piece, it included a create piece, and then an innovate piece. That all was just done at home. It didn't need to be handed in. Everything's good. It was just, this week was just a time to listen and to create. Okay, I am going to show you an example of my son's. Okay, this way here. So my son was able to do a little bit of a reflection, and he drew a picture. And so that is kind of an example, he's in grade 5, of what you would be doing at home. Okay, and it gives you an idea of kind of what it would look like. Now, I did some edits. Parents, you do not need to do any edits. It's just an opportunity for the kids to listen and to be able to do some activities, whether it's building or whether it's art or whether it's just writing up a summary or a written activity. So that is just an example I wanted to show you of what you would probably expect from a child in grade 4. Okay, so numeracy, Mathletics. You got to catch up on Mathletics, which is awesome. So Mathletics is fantastic. Some boys and girls didn't get caught up. That's okay. We're okay with that. Just do the best you can. As I have said before, we're all in this together. We're all in a learning journey. Okay, we are going to be moving on to the next topic next week. This week we got to focus on gratitude. We did a wonderful job at our gratitude PowerPoint. Some of the boys and girls created wonderful slides, and great opportunity for kids to be able to share a little bit about what they are grateful for, and thank you for those people who were able and had the capacity to participate. Okay, you got to do a little bit of physical activity, and I gave you a list on YouTube about different videos for gratitude, and if you had an opportunity, it was great to watch. Awesome. So gratitude was last week. Now I'm going to talk about this coming week. I've gotten some great feedback from some parents. Thank you so much. There is going to be a few changes to our daily plans. The first thing I'm going to say is that we have some students who would prefer to have subtitles and be able to read along with our COVID-19 Ed podcast episode. So I am going to include a link to all the YouTube videos. These are exactly the same episodes, but you can click on CC, closed captioning, for the subtitles, and you can see here an example of what that looks like. So if you possibly are learning English, or maybe you're just interested in looking at the words, you can go to YouTube and listen to the episodes there. So I will include those on the daily plans. Awesome. This coming week, we have some cool things happening for the podcast. On Monday, we have Tim Stevenson, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is an empathy tale with a lesson. Now, boys and girls, as you know, Mrs. Chouet is here on Mondays. So I am going to be including a Monday plan for her, and she has made the podcast optional. She has also created some amazing activities for you to do, so just follow along on the Monday day plan. And if you have any questions, you can connect with her via email, parents, and she would love to touch base with you on Mondays, because Mondays is my day off. Okay, so on with the podcast. We've made a few little tweaks for the expectations for the podcasts. So this coming week, what we'd like you to do is to listen to the episodes. Listen, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, if you're able to. And then you're going to pick at least two of the episodes to do the activity. Now, remember, there are 3 parts to each episode. There's the listen part, which is listen to a mindful moment. There is also an activity, and then I tell the story. And then part 3 is the innovate part, okay? So what I'm talking about is the part 2, the create part. So what we want the students to do is to at least do 2 of the activities. This was one of the activities my son did. So this coming week, if you could get your child to do at least 2 activities, that would be lovely. So after each child has done 2 activities, okay, and have listened to the episodes, at any point during that week, once they've done their 2, they can go to My Blueprint and they can upload a journal entry, a podcast journal entry. So what I would like them to do is I would like them to take one of their activities that they've done and take a picture of it. And then what they're going to do is they are going to then tell me a summary of that story, of that episode. And then they can press go. So I have done an extra YouTube video on that to show the students how to log into My Blueprint, okay? So once again, they're going to listen to the podcast episodes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and they're going to pick 2 of those episodes to do the create activities. And then after that, they are going to go to My Blueprint to take a picture of their work and do a summary of that episode that they did their activity on. And I've actually used this example right here in a YouTube video, so you can see that online. So I hope that that makes it clear about what the expectation is for literacy this coming week. So now we're moving on to numeracy. This coming week, we are moving on to division. Now, boys and girls, we have worked with multiplication, and the way Mathletics is laid out, they do multiplication and division together. So multiplication moves into division. So we are moving into division. And this week, we are going to be working on dividing into equals, 2s, 5s, 10s, 3s, and 4s, okay? I'm going to include some links in with my daily plan so that if you need some extra help, you can look at some pictures, okay? Awesome. Fantastic. Next, we have a collaborative classroom cookbook. So we are doing a cookbook, a breakfast cookbook, collaboration PowerPoint, very similar to what we did last week with our gratitude collaborative PowerPoint. So I hope that you decide to put a recipe in there. I've put a recipe in there for a beautiful strawberry smoothie. So I think you're going to enjoy that one. Hopefully maybe even want to try it. I don't know. Okay, and then the physical activity, do what you can. I've put a few ideas out, but you know, if you need, go for a run, go for a bike ride, skip around, jump on a trampoline, do what you need to do. And the last thing is this week, we are focusing on our YouTube playlist on kindness. Yes, kindness. Kindness is so important. Being able to help one another and care for each other is very important. So, boys and girls, I hope that you understand where we've come from this past week and that where we're going for this coming week. Parents, I do have a short survey. If you have the capacity to give me some feedback on what's working, what maybe needs to be tweaked, love to get some ideas and suggestions from you. And I hope that you all are doing well. Kids, I am missing you, and I hope that you enjoy the sunshine. And remember, these are all suggestions. If at this time you do not have the capacity, whether it's your child or the parent doesn't have the capacity, please take time away, okay? So these are just activities, suggested activities. And for those that are curious about assessment, we still do not know yet what our direction is from our school board. So I'm gonna wait to find that out, and then I will get back to you on that. So until next time, I hope all of you keep safe, keep well, and I hope that you enjoy this coming week with all these cool activities. Okay, take care, and I'll see you on the next YouTube video. Bye.